What's up, everybody? GreyMan here with another late night with Grey. How is everybody doing this evening? Let me address the chat. I kind of was peeking in there. First, let me say thank you to, let me go back up to all the way to the top. Gardner, Josh, and Monty, thanks so much for the early super chats. Truly appreciated that. And I'll touch on that here soon. Who else do we have in here? We got Lady Casca, Renee, Monty. I probably said Monty already. Harvey Black, thank you so much. Always, yes, I will discuss the Google moderator thing as well. Leslie, Zane, Cherokee Survival, Setter, Susan Peters. Let me see, Northern Girl Hobbies. Thank you so much. Mark from Rolling Homestead and Wild Edibles in Wisconsin. Thanks. Good to see you, brother. And if you're bored tonight, if you want to jump on with me later on, man, I'm going to roll through some stuff. And then if you want to jump on, you can jump on as well. Wendy Benjamin, what is up? Let me see here if I'm missing anybody, kind of scrolling through, trying to catch up. Colleen, Kaylin, Sherry, JM at the Nut House, Bioxo, Joe Morgan, CKOC. Man, that's why I put it on this 5-second delay or whatever I put it on. So I can try to stay caught up. Raptor Ranch, Kit Carlson, Even Stadler, Cooking on the Farm, Nomad Prepper, Crosshair Trainers, Grayson Grit. Did I catch up? Mona? I got you there, Mona, at the bottom. So what is up, everybody? How is everybody doing? CB, Thursday night. So for you folks that are new on Thursday nights, Late Night with Grey, there's really no specific topic on Thursdays. It's kind of like, it's my wrap up for the week, kind of discussing what happened throughout the week, if anything. What's up, Prepper 101, Keto Homestead with Jess. So it's not topic specific, but sometimes we'll jump into topics depending on what it is. So that being said, what's up, Muzzle Flash? And that's usually how I run it Thursday nights. It's more of a free platform on Thursdays. We've talked about prepping and gardening and homesteading. Sometimes we'll talk about retro 80s stuff. Sometimes we'll talk about news and media and politics. It could be a lot of different stuff, to be honest with you. So you just never know what's going to happen on Thursday nights. There are several things I want to go through. First, a lot of you guys know I did drop that video for the 5K giveaway. So hopefully all you guys in chat have checked that out and participated on that, because we're giving away those 2 Baofeng UV5R3s. A pair of those we're giving away. If you want, check that video out. It is in my my videos or whatnot. So that's that. I'm going to try to pull the winner for the member only giveaway tonight. I'm going to try to do that live this evening. I got to do one thing. I did see one error that I'm going to have. I'm going to try to fix that. What's up, Raptor Ranch? Happy Horse, Live in Minnesota Outdoors. Christ is the Answer. Caribbean House. I think I S More. I think I caught some of you guys. So yeah. So go check out, if you haven't done the giveaway yet for the 5K, that is also up. What's up, Voodoo Queen? And yeah, I'm trying getting lost in chat. Like I said, it's Thursday. I work a 13.5-hour shift, and then I come and do YouTube live for sometimes an hour and more so 2 hours or whatnot that it turns into. Grayson Grit, thank you so much for this super chat. So some of you folks, you guys will probably know, if you watch the other giveaway video that I'm doing, everyone who super chats gets an entry into the giveaway. So let's say Grayson Grit super chatted me 5 times throughout the month of April. She's getting an entry, and just like Josh and Monty, anybody who super chats 1 time or a dozen times, whatever, that's how many entries you get. So if you super chat once, you get an entry. You super chat 5 times, you get an entry. It's a way for me to give back. And I've been pulling items. I'm going to do a grab bag of stuff that I'm going to give away. I think it's May 6th, the first Thursday of May, which will be so I can get all the super chats for April and then put everybody's name in that bag and pull that out for that giveaway. But that being said, let me do something real quick. I need to go into my my YouTube channel real fast. If you guys just have a minute for me to do this real quick, because I need to, in order for me to do the giveaway for the member only giveaway, I have to, where is it at? It tells me that I have to take it off member only, because the YouTube comment picker will not work with it being a member only. So I'll have to take it off the member only for, like, while I'm doing this live, so that I can do the YouTube comment picker. I'm assuming that's how it works. If it does not work, I will just do a secondary video for those folks and get that giveaway done for the Becker BK2 and the strong arm. All right, so let me see if I can find that member. Oh, there it is. Let me switch it to public. And sorry about this, folks, but just so you know that it's only the members that have access to this. I decided to do something special for them. So I'm going to let that culminate on YouTube before I try to do this giveaway. Thanks so much. I think I see 46 folks in here. We got 38 likes. Awesome. We're doing good. If anybody else hasn't hit that like button, hit it and smash it down and break these YouTube analytics. Now, on to the Google mods and what they are doing to folks, to our channels, at least the prepper community. I'm not in any other community, so I don't know for sure. Google moderators are not letting the mods that we have chosen for our channels post links. They're having to go around stuff. I try to do some research on it. This happened 3 years ago when Google moderators did this to other channels out there. And here's the only reason I can think of that they're doing it is because they don't want us to spread other great channels to other folks to help them grow and to get more information out there. This is my own personal opinion, but this is what it seems like we're doing, because all we're doing is sharing links that we have vetted for folks in our chat and other content creators that produce good content, and we're sharing that to other folks. So by them not letting my moderators post links in the chat is preventing me and other content creators in the prepper community not able to get the word out to other folks. Because let's say if I want to drop a link for Mark, or I want to drop a link for Gardner Josh, or whoever it may be. So I think it's screwed up. I'm looking into it. Harvey, I did get the email. It's been a really busy day, brother. And so I'm going to try to exactly, Setter, too much truth for them to allow to be spoken. So I'm going to see if there's something that we can do. I called Rudy over at the Alaska Prepper and talked to him about some of that stuff as well. When I was telling him what's going in his chat, it happened in Angry's chat earlier. I'm assuming it's happening in all the prepper community. Just it may be happening the whole platform. I don't know for sure because I don't watch other channels outside of the prepping and bushcrafting and survival and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys saw. I took it out of the thing. Did you guys see this? If you guys watched the giveaway video, you probably did. I don't know if this is going to pop up on camera. Let me move my mic so I don't smash it. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera or not. But that's the Alaska Prepper coin that I got that Rudy sent me. I thought it was pretty awesome. Nice close-up of that. But it was really awesome for Rudy to send me that. I appreciate that, Rudy, so much. All right, so I'm missing I see my name popped up a couple of times. Sorry, guys. Let me go backwards here. Prepper 101. They don't want creators listing links to other ways for you to receive money, and YouTube doesn't get a cut. Yeah, that makes sense. That could be a possibility as well. Muzzle flash. I've also seen screenshots of Google mods coming into live chats and deleting channels. Moderator comments. YouTube is always lurking. Yeah, no, I agree. It's BS. It's happening in the Guardian channels too, Keto. So it might be the whole YouTube platform, but they haven't released anything because I looked in all the other stuff, like where you can get Google information. I Googled the information, but I'm going to dig deeper. All I could find was stuff on Reddit about it happening about 3 years ago. And then I guess it got fixed. What's up, Eric Johnson? Welcome to the AP Silver Coin Club. Right? Yeah, I know. It's awesome, man. And someone asked me, what are you going to do? I'm going to save that forever. I'll pass it down to my kids, man. That's a piece of prepper AP history, you know, Alaskan prepper community history and the prepping history. I'll always have that as part of my my life as I'm breathing on this planet. What's up, Alaska Prepper? Just speaking of you, brother. Just speaking of you, man. And Rudy, they're doing it. They did it to Jason today. They're doing, as far as I know, they're doing it to my chat too. Some of the other folks said they're doing it too. What's up, David? Firefly Farm. They are blocking everybody, any of the moderators from dropping links. So I'm trying to dig more into that, but I'm not sure what is going to come of that. But if I find out anything, or let's say Rudy does, or anybody does, we'll let you guys know and let our mods know once we can figure out what is going on with YouTube and why they're doing what they're doing. Yeah, right, Setter? The Godfather is here. A lot of my folks, when I was reading, when I did the 5K giveaway thing, and you as content creators, you guys can share that out if you guys want other folks to join, because I want everybody to have a chance with that. But you know, because I had showed the coin that Rudy had sent me and this awesome card that he sent me with that. Truly phenomenal. And a lot of folks, man, they were like, man, you and Rudy are awesome. And I felt so good to be wrapped up, you know, associated with Rudy. I thought that was really cool. Looks like channels are being monitors. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, guys, to be honest with you. And it's very confusing and why they're doing it. Big Bear Preps, what's up? Big Brother's always watching. Yeah, no, they're always watching. I am a mod on Creator's third backup channel. Every time he gets too many subs, they strike the channel. That's weird. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me. I haven't had any issues with that. Every once in a while they demonetize a video, but I know why they do it. Is when I do my political rants on Sundays or whatnot, they will get involved sometimes. It's like 1 out of every 3 they'll limit the channel. But anyway, so enough of that. So a lot of you folks, I notice, always asking about ammunition and stuff like that, and prices with ammunition. And I always tell you, Florida is way different than other states, at least when it comes to ammo. Do things get removed off regular video comments? Occasionally, S. Moore. I've seen some of it happen every once in a while. What's up, Prepper Nerd? Good to see you, brother. But anyway, so I wanted to show you guys because it's a part of my preps and my food preps and stuff like that. I do Pew Pew or Freedom Seeds or whatever preps you want to call this. So I picked up, you know, I think it was 200 rounds. This is more range ammo. Paid 30 cents a round. To me, that's pretty good. To be honest with me, that is extremely good. Now, this was a little bit more expensive. This was about 60 cents a round. These are the green tips. The 5.56 M855 green tips for the 5.5, you know, for an AR platform. Those ran me about 60 cents a round. So you kind of get an idea what Florida prices are. You have to shop around. You know, people are always saying that, you know, they're paying $1 or something around. It's just like a commodity right now. These things are being traded at higher places depending on where you go. Some people are, you know, for that same 200 round box, some people are, you know, instead of charging $60 for it, they're charging, you know, $150, $200 for it. So just look around and try not to get robbed by some of these folks. Yeah, right, David P. Right, Setter, and that's what I'm saying. It is more. 30 cents a round is a lot more than it used to be. But I've seen the same ammo go on one of the websites, and they were running it. Wow, I think they were running it almost $1.10 a round, which is ridiculous. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine, Rudy. You are good to go, brother. I'm just glad that you came to visit, man. It's always a pleasure to have you in chat as well. Independent Marine, what is up? Yeah, agreed, S. Moore. That's interesting, Nomad Prepper, because there has been a lack of that. But remember when I showed you guys, I took you guys on the Sunday shift and I showed you guys the Pew Pew show over there. They had a lot of shotgun shells there. But like I said, Florida is a different monster. And like I said, if you guys noticed, DeSantis, he just signed into law the anti-riot act, which is pretty good. All right, Mark, that's fine, brother. We need to talk. I sent you something, Mark, in the mail. But before you use it, give me a call. Once it receives there, it's scheduled to get there Saturday to your address, brother. So just give me a call. It's that whole thing that we had discussed. But always good to see you, brother. Right, Joe. It is kind of sporadic. So, hey, guys. So I wanted to show you something. I know you guys. Wow, I got 68 folks in here. So I don't even notice unless I look up here. Sometimes I'll see the number in the corner. But a lot of people ask me when I did that Gator video on my channel, you know, kind of showing you the Florida Gators. What's up, Faithful? How you doing? You guys are always asking me, you know, how often do you come across gators? And I wanted to show you this. This was at my job in the retention pond behind my job. And I just want to show you this little clip real quick. No, not a problem, Mark. So let me show you this clip real quick and tell me what you guys think. This is literally right. I parked my car and I walked past my car to show you. Check this out. So let me add this to the stream. I think you should be able to hear the volume. The video quality is not great, but you'll get what I mean by this. Hey, what's up, guys? I want to show you, you know, a lot of people say, you know, where do you find gators at in Florida? And I just wanted to show you that you can literally find gators anywhere in Florida. And this is behind my shop. So let's go on a little walk. Remember, this is right behind my shop. He's just hanging out. He looks like a happy camper, doesn't he? Just hanging out. Right there, just right behind my shop. He's about a 6 footer, maybe 6.5 foot. But anyways, I wanted to share that with you folks. But yeah, that's the gator that hangs out in this retention pond. But yeah, that's right behind my job, man. It's just a regular retention pond. Yeah, right. Red burning fires. Look at that big old smile. It was funny. He was just sitting there with his mouth open for a good 15 minutes. But yeah, no, I just wanted to share that with you guys because you guys asked me, like, how often do I see gators? I see them every single day. Right, Prepper 101. What's up, fishes and loaves? How you doing? Yeah, I know, right? I made a new friend. Sorry, JM. Warm ones from Costco. Yeah, right. GreyMan, stick your hand out there and pet him. Yeah, right. If you watch my other gator video, I did get almost within hand's reach of those guys. But don't I tell people, I'm a Florida native and I've had a lot of experience with gators. So I don't suggest people that come down here and visit or don't know much about gators to not approach them the way I do. Like I said, it's good to have spotters. It's good to make sure that you're protected because they are fast and they're quick when they want to be. And they're going to start spawning here soon and they get super aggressive. Yeah, no, agreed, Monty. I love gator tail. Good food. Yeah, he probably would have ate a full chicken, to be honest with you. What's up, Jeep Girl? Gator merch. I like that. You don't see them that often, huh, fishes? I guess it's different. In my area, we see them on a consistent basis. Homestead Oz, what is up? So good to see you folks. Yeah, that would make good content, right, Northern Girl? To give me to start wrestling a gator. That's more. You guys are awesome. So, anyways, guys, shall we? I have a bunch of members in chat. Shall we try to do this live giveaway for the member only giveaway for the two for the Becker BK2 and the Gerber Strong Arm? Shall we do that now? So we try to get that knocked out. It's up to you guys. I know I got a bunch of members in here, and everybody's been waiting for this giveaway. And don't forget, I got that other giveaway going on too. Like I said, the 5K giveaway. Thanks to you guys, we hit 5K. I think we're a little over now. I think we're about 54, somewhere around there, but we're growing. I'm trying not to pay attention to the numbers so much until I hit certain milestones, and then I share it with you folks because it's just, you're such a great group of people, regardless, that join me on all these live streams, even if I don't have a specific topic, you know what I mean? But while you guys ponder that, let me see if I can pull. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna go in this other thing here. I won't be able to see. Let me switch this over so I can see comments and stuff popping up over here while I try to bring up the YouTube comment picker. Let me see if I can find it. YouTube comment picker. There she is. All right. All right. I just want to make sure because I know there's a delay from me to you in regards to this. Now let me find that video. I've never done a live members only giveaway, so it's different for me. Get a shareable link. Go back to StreamYard. Go in here. I'm going to do a test run before I bring you guys up to see if it's actually even going to work. Before I, get everybody's hopes up and do this. All right, let me see. Get YouTube comments. Okay, so it is going to work. So let me refresh the page. And then what I will do is bring you guys up. Share my screen. That one. All right, now let me see if I can see you guys, your comments. Good to see you again, Harvey. All right, so let's go ahead and knock this out. So remember, this is a member-only giveaway that I've been running for several weeks for all the members that have supported the channel. And like I said, I haven't forgotten about you guys. I got the other member. I have the subscriber giveaway going on as well. And then, of course, I have the Super Chat of the Month giveaway going on. So we got 3 giveaways going on this month. All right, so let me share my screen with you folks. Now, if the member who comes across this and doesn't know, maybe you guys can let them know if you happen to see another chat, but we're going to go ahead and do this. So we're going to put that YouTube and see, you have a greater chance of winning something on the member giveaway, because I think we only have about 40 members or so. All right, and then we're going to filter duplicates. Everybody gets one option, one chance at this. And yes, and then we're going to get the YouTube comments. We have 18 folks that participated in the member-only giveaway, which is crazy because there's 40 of you guys. So here we go. Let's pick a winner. First place gets to choose the Becker BK2 or the Gerber Strong Arm, and then second place, I'll pull another name. We'll get the remaining knife. Okay. All right. So let's do this. All right, prep for it. Prep for it. You got first place. So you get your choice, prep for it. I don't know if you're in chat or not, but I'm going to write your name down. You get your choice of which blade you want, and then second place will get the other one. I would love to have that knife too, BK2. So it looks like prep for it knows what she wants. So I'm going to put BK2 there. So let's pull our second place winner for the member only giveaway. All right, and Reese's Resources. Hey man, I'm with the Grey family. Love the Gerber, matches my SIG. So this works out great because Prep For It wanted the BK, and Reese's Resources wanted. Let me see here. Reese's Resources wanted the Gerber. Now all you guys got to tell me. Let me go back and get rid of this and stop sharing the screen so I can go back and chat and see what you guys are doing here. So let me see if Prep For It is in here. So Prep For It is not in here, and neither is Reese's, I don't think. Okay, so I will try to contact them. If you guys happen to see them, let them know in the other chat. Say, hey, you know you won one of GreyMan's member-only giveaways. Because I need their information, where they want these things mailed to, and I need to order the right ones for you, because the Becker BK2 has 2 options. It has a Kydex sheath or a nylon sheath, and the Gerber comes in several colors, be it full blade or serrated. So thanks, Northern Girls. I appreciate that. And I know Prep For It left me a comment the other day, so I will reach out to her because she's participating in the 5K giveaway. So I finally get to knock that out, man. And so for you members that are still watching, because I see Josh and Jeep Girl and Tiger 454, there's a bunch of you Monties in there. I got some other things coming up for you members in regards to that, because you guys are some awesome folks. And I'm going to do some behind the scenes stuff. I'm going to do some behind the scenes of my studio and what I got set up and what I got going on. I'm going to start dropping some member only videos throughout the week, every week or so. Tidbits of like things that are up and coming, folks that I got coming on the channel, because I got some really cool people coming up on the channel. Actually had to get a dry erase board and start writing everything down along with my thing. So now for you folks that are in chat, don't forget, if you go, I dropped this video Wednesday. I have a giveaway going for you guys, the 5K that we hit 5K, which is the 2 Baofeng UV5R radios. You get a pair of them. So if you haven't participated yet, check that out, follow the directions on that, and get in that. And then, of course, last but not least, let me try to speed through this so we can get on to other stuff, is the Super Chat giveaways. Folks, most of you folks know about the Super Chat giveaway. Every single month, I'm going to do a Super Chat giveaway. And what I mean by Super Chat giveaway is every month, all the Super Chats that I get, I'm going to put everybody's name in there. Let's say, you guys, I don't want to repeat myself, but if you do 2 Super Chats, you get 2 entries. All that, I'm going to accumulate all that every month, put it in a bag, do it live on a Thursday, the Thursday night, the first Thursday following that month, and pick a winner. and I'm going to do a kind of a grab bag of stuff. I have some things in mind that are going to be pretty cool for this one, just to know that it does matter, and I'm supporting you guys. So I'm trying to give something, do giveaways for everybody across the board. All right, Eric, send it to me. All right, so I probably missed a lot in chat. I see everybody saying congrats. That's pretty cool. Email is in my about at Eric Johnson. I'm just reading stuff now. Get that G-spot, right? That's more. Oh, man. You know, and I always tell Angry, it's his fault for the G-spot. What's up, Julie? How you doing? You're never too late. You know, like I said, everybody knows Thursdays is more of an open forum. I'm just usually rambling on for an hour or so, or bring some folks on. Sorry, I was just reading something in chat. So we went over that. What else did I have? I had something written down that I wanted to discuss. Oh, is Rudy still in chat? Let me check. Because I wanted to let him know that I took him up on something that he did. Yeah, Alaska Prepper is in chat. So Rudy, I bought me 2 sets of those lights, those puck lights. I bought 2 sets of them because I looked at my doors, above every door, every room. You know, where the entryways out, all my exits and stuff like that. So I bought 2 sets. So that would be 12 lights. So thanks for that. I got them on a deal. Amazon was having a sale. I think I paid $17 for 6. So I paid like $30+ These came with the batteries, the pucks and all that stuff like that, the LEDs. It was a nice little combo. So thanks so much for that, Rudy. And once I get it done, maybe I'll take some pictures and send it to you or show some folks or something like that. I'll do something with it. But where did my piece of paper go that I had written down? I got stuff all over my desk. I need to get more organized, folks. That's what Grey needs to do. What did I do with everything that I had written down? That's not it. And I wrote all this stuff down earlier. Where did it go? Hey, you know, so I wanted to ask you guys a question. Is this Oh, yeah, there it is. Sorry, I got notes everywhere. JM, welcome to the Grey family. Thank you so much for joining. And you'll be eligible when I do something else. Like I said, I got some things planned for the members only, and I'm going to be doing some special videos and some more giveaways and just doing some cool stuff for you folks that have taken that extra step. So anyways, I hope not to get too far off. My puck lights have a remote. Yes, they're pretty cool. I'm not giving up. Kudos, Jam at the Nut House. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So remember a few Sundays ago when I do my political rants, if you not even really want to call them rants, but, you know, just when I talk about what's in the media, and I was talking about them packing the court and all that stuff like that. And not to get too political or whatnot, but I had made a rhetorical statement in that and said something about what's next. Are they going to make DC a state? Well, funny enough, the House has approved legislation to make DC a state. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to happen, but the House has approved legislation to make DC a state. I thought that was intriguing because I had mentioned that 2 weeks ago. And where else do we got here? And I wanted your guys' opinion on something. I've been seeing something pop up. You guys have probably heard, you know, when you turn 18, you get the selective services and you sign a card for the draft. Even there, I don't think there's been a draft since like Vietnam or something like that. You guys familiar with that? What's up, Patricia? Reese's, there you are. You won, Reese's. You got second place, and I'm pretty sure Prep for It wants the Becker. So Reese's, you won the Gerber. Now you got to let me know the color that you'd like, and if you want just the blade or you want the blade with also the serrations. Check out the Gerber Strong Arm. Go on Amazon and look at some of the colors and variations because I'm going to order these things specific for you guys. And once you hit my email up. My email's in every single one of my videos and in the description of all my stuff. So what's up, Catskill, New York? So it should be easy to get a hold of me. Plus, a lot of my mods can reach out to you. I think Northern Girl said that too. And if Prep for It pops out, I will also that. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. But anyways, I was reading some legislation that's in the works. Is they're talking about draft for women, kind of like how they have a draft for men. Now they went into some courts and they said it was unconstitutional, and then something. There's a bunch of stuff going on. I just wanted your thoughts for some of you folks out there that may have a daughter. See, excuse me, I have a young daughter, and to me, if she chooses to want to go in the military, that's her choice. But what do you guys think of a draft for women? You know, when they turn 18, they sign up and they can be drafted for the military if they ever initiate the draft. I was just wondering your guys' opinion on it because it came across and I was very curious about that, what other folks thought about that. I'm gonna slow my quiet down for a second and kind of pause because I know there's a delay. Just kind of reading chat real fast. Tiny Titan. Thank you. See, that's what I was curious about. I was extremely curious about because I was like, man, I just don't know if that's a great idea. What's Israel has always done to drafted women up to 18. Okay, Homestead Oz, thank you. Still can make one some bulls and they're beautiful. No. I think it's okay. We all want to be treated as equals. I think it's a good choice for women. A strong woman will choose it herself. See, that's the thing is I think they should have the ability to make their own choice. I don't think they should be forced into it because let's say we go to war. Let's say something really bad happens and we go to war, and your daughter is drafted into this war, and it just concerns me where this is going. I've been, like I said, I was in the military and I've had women next to me, great soldiers. I just think it's just a little weird of just a draft for women and what they're doing in legislation. And I learned from this from Mark Levin. I don't know. I'm assuming some of you folks may know what Mark Levin is, but I learned from it because it's not on mainstream news. So I started doing some research, and this has been floating around legislation for quite some time. I think I found some first iterations back in 2016. Yeah, I can imagine Bushcraft family. I have a daughter and 2 teen granddaughters. No to draft, but they want to have, then I have to accept it. Yeah, no, I agree, Sherry. That's why I was just curious. I just wanted your guys' opinion. Russia will start too. Putin's speech touched on this. Oh, really? Interesting. Speaking of Russia, I wrote down something of Russia earlier because it says Russia orders troops pull back, but keeps weapons near Ukraine. What does that mean? I don't know. But so they're pulling back their troops from that area by keeping their weapons near the Ukraine border. I don't know if it's some sort of show of good faith or whatever. I don't know what Russia's trying to do. They're always doing something weird. It could be a fake. Who knows? But I don't know. But I was reading that too because everybody's been pushing on the whole. I agree, Catskill. Yeah, I'm not really falling on anything. I just wanted your guys' opinion because I wanted to see what other folks, thought about that. That's great, Jam. Pulling back and still look at blocking the see. Okay, Homestead off. Yeah, see, because I've been reading all kinds of stuff like that. No, yeah, Harvey Black, Mark Levin, he pops up on Fox, but I watch him on Patriot Radio on XM Radio. There's a channel called Patriot Radio, and there's a lot of folks that I listen to on there. I like Mark Levin because he doesn't really pull no punches, and when he gets rolling, he gets rolling. I agree, Fishes. That's what I'm saying. It's just like I said, it's just weird. And it's just very confusing what's going on. I agree, Setter. That's what I was thinking as well. Because they've been think about it, they've been messing with the Ukraine for quite some time. It's just not just as of lately. They've done this in the past as well. Yeah, I agree. Other religions believe that if they get killed by women, they go straight to hell. So they are women. It could be awesome strategic move in some parts of the world. Interesting. CKOC. That's what I like about reading it in chat and having you guys in this discussion. Yeah, right. The DARPA robots. Send the Google bots. They seem to be all over the place, right? Patricia, that would be awesome. Patricia wrote, matter of fact, let me use this. Let me use StreamYard to my advantage. Here's what Patricia said. They should send all Hollywood off to fight. I agree. I agree so much. War games always going to be anytime bad. Yeah. Another thing. So, and I'm not going to say it. You guys know what I mean by the poke, right? And it's up to you. Know, I'm not going to follow either one of the lines. If you want to get it, that's up to you. If you don't want to get it, you know what I mean. Me personally, I'm just not. I'm not with it. It's too. I got poked enough in the military. Put it that way. But anyways, so as Pfizer released a publication just recently, Pfizer says that there's fake pokes, if you guys get what I'm saying, found in Mexico and in Poland. So they found fake vials of the stuff that they're giving folks in Mexico and in Poland, which was, and I'm reading from my notes here, but I was like, wow, that's a scary thought. That's a scary thought that they're already, they have black market renditions of the poke, the jab, or whatever you want to call that stuff, which is very scary because hopefully it doesn't come into our country. Yep, fake pokes here too. Okay. Wow, Homestead Oz. That's a scary thought. That is a scary thought. What's up, Shift? How you doing? There's a Northern Grow Hay here and great video you did last. Thanks, Catskill. Truly appreciate that. I think those are just a couple of things that I had written down that I was kind of, a lot of people be screwed over big time. Agreed, Kaylin. You guys always leave good comments. That's why I like reading your comments. And funny enough, on that 5K giveaway, it took me hours to personalize and go through every single comment and say thank you to you folks. I'm trying to be involved as much as I can. Yeah, Bushcraft, I agree. Yeah, I Am Legend. Great movie, by the way. No hokey pokey. Middle East, upper part of Africa, Cherokee survival. Thanks, Cherokee. Comes out about all the adverse effects. Yeah, there's a lot of things like that. I read this stuff all the time. There's some things that I don't say on the channel because I have to do more research. Because I don't want to be wrong. But if I am wrong, I'll make a separate video and say, hey, I was wrong. No, I appreciate that, Tiny Titan. Thank you so much. Last thing I wanted to talk about is some of you folks. So Florida kind of started this thing. I talked about it a little bit earlier. Florida is doing the anti-riot bill that was signed into law. And also I saw the Oklahoma governor over there sign some legislation into law as well, that they don't want this happening in their states. Yeah, I know, Harvey, man. It took me several hours, but I wanted to acknowledge every single person that's participating in the giveaway. So I went back. I did a bunch when I first dropped the video. And then every time I get a few moments in between, let's say my job or whatnot, and I'm sitting there, have about 15, 20 minutes, I'll go in there, see if I got any new comments, and then kind of address those comments as well. That's good, Blue Vandal. Yes, we do appreciate you, Gary. Got to go. God bless you guys, Lynn and Wayne. Thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, Fishes. He is a great governor. I love DeSantis. It's you know, I think that it feels like they're grooming him for a 2024 run. I don't know. I watched what was it? Sean Hannity interview number 45. And watch how that kind of played back and forth, kind of see where number 45's mindset was. But it was interesting. Hold on, Sherry. Let me see what you just said, Sherry. Netflix has a show called Between. It's about the health crisis and the poke to cure it, and is to kill them over. Yeah, no, I agree. So a lot of you guys hit me up an email and said, "Hey, Gray, Pinball had did a video about 70% of the population and all that stuff like that." And I was like, yes, I told some of you folks, I said, yeah, I did a video very similar to that about 3 months ago. I might even be able to find it for you folks. But I did a video about 3 months ago I forget what I called it. Let me go here real quick. My channel videos. Just give me 1 second. It's because I did this about 3 months ago, kind of when I first started the channel. I touched on this, and I got this information from Prepper Now. Prepper Now turned me onto the website. Where is it at? Is the United States? Yeah, 3 months ago. I'll kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. Where is it at? This video I did right here. Matter of fact, I can click on it real quick. Make sure it's muted. Skip this ad. StreamYard's all over it. But this is the, I did this here. You know, I went over Deagle and whatnot and the projections and all that jazz. But I did do a video in regards to that. So I am aware of it. Just so you folks know, I am aware of the whole Deagle website and all that stuff like that is associated with the 70% decrease in the U.S. population. There's more to it, but yeah, I'm fully aware of that. Whoops, let me get rid of that. I clicked off before I should have. Where is my mouse? Too many screens, Gray. Too many screens, Gray. But where am I at? Where the girls? Yeah, mine like at once. I will vote DeSantis 24 if he would be the greatest president of all time. No bad things to say about him. I agree. I can say that. You can say that. Of course, you know someone will find something negative to say. I have the UV5R plus. It's in the metal housing instead of the plastic. Also bought a spare battery for it. That's awesome, Kaylin. City Girl Country Heart. What is up? What's up, Jeff? Not a problem, man. Like I said, Thursday, like I said, it's just you know how we do it on Thursdays, Jeff, man. It's just we're just kind of rambling and going through different stuff and talking about different things. It could be, like I said, anything. Speaking of which, I haven't done this in a while. I know Fishes, sometimes you like to jump on, and some other folks. Do you guys want me to throw out the link for this and take that risky gamble and have someone jump on with me this evening? What's up, Tech Garage? Hi, bro. Reply me. Did you email me, Tech Garage? I wonder what percentage of the population will get the. Yeah, I know, right? Right, Rudy? It's very interesting, man. Very interesting. Because if you look at that and it's 70%, wouldn't that be a foretell of, I don't know, man. I don't want to speculate, you know what I mean? But definitely interesting, to say the least. All I know is I'm going to try to remain in that 30%. I know it'll be pure, let's say it'll be crazy, but it will be crazy. But I'd rather be around. Eric Johnson, GreyMan, sorry, I'm too ugly even for you. I would come up, but not a good night for me. Oh, that's fine. I just figured if anybody, some of you folks like to have some FaceTime with Gray, and Thursdays when you have that option, because Tuesdays, you guys know I had that down. Speaking of Tuesdays, this week, the S word is one that gets flagged, folks. Thanks, Northern Girl. This Tuesday will be Mike from Asymmetrical Preparedness. Next Tuesday will be Prepper Nurse 1. And then the Tuesday after that, I have Gardner Josh. He's a bit nervous, but I think we got that locked down. And then I also have someone else lined up. We're having conversations tomorrow. Another extreme special guest. We might even do something special outside of my Tuesday interviews. I don't know for sure yet, but we're going to have a conversation tomorrow night. So I'll let you guys know when that comes to be. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up and then things go sideways. GreyMan and my MI's here, right? About 80% of the people I know got it already. Most are okay from it. A few passed. Several are sick. None had the J&J. Thanks, Hava. Appalachian Prepper. What's up, Appalachian Prepper? Yeah, right, Northern Girl? I think he's going to make it. I'm looking forward to having him on the channel. I love his channel, man. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Small channel, large channel. You can have 6 million subscribers, or you can have 10 subscribers. If I find interesting, if I find value and I find you interesting as a person in your content and I want to share it, I'm going to bring you on the channel. Yeah, I agree, Genji. Mike is awesome. He has great content. He's gone through some tough times here and there with his job, if you follow him. So yeah, Tabitha, me and Ed spoke for an hour and a half the other day on the phone. We got sidetracked, maybe even longer than an hour and a half. But me and Ed were having a great conversation. So I think when we're on the channel together, we'll probably chat it up. I appreciate that, Fishes. And see, this is why I love you guys too, to be honest with you. You guys are phenomenal folks. And I enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys got to watch me and Morgan over at Road Preparedness. We had a great chat. And I thought she was very interesting because she is off grid, living in the desert as a homesteader. And that's why I found her very pertinent to the channel, because there's some folks that live out in the desert or thought about it. And I wanted to see that perspective from some folks, her perspective, so that you guys can see what it's like to live out in the desert as a homesteader and off grid. And then, of course, you guys know that I'm always trying to reach out to folks all over the world. We've hit South Africa. We've had homestead offs from Australia. We've had some Newfoundland with Canadians. I'm trying to find people down in South America and other countries as well, because I like to see what preppers, homesteaders, and people like that, how they differ from what we're doing, or if they're kind of similar, you know what I mean? And kind of expose them to my subscribers. What's going on? Someone said prayers. What's going on? Starting a new channel in 2 days. Good luck, Nomad. I know you've been having some tough times with that, man. You just got to be careful on your content. Rena, that's possibly. There's a lot of stuff going on, and we can go down the rabbit hole with Zuck and things that he's predicted, and UBIs and and then you got Gates, and there's so much stuff out there. We could be here for hours talking about that type of content. I like that, Harvey Black. I like that. At least people could either write it down. Will they let me post links? Will they let me post links? Let me see if I can go. Let me try to do something here. Pardon me, folks, while I do this real quick. I can tell Josh's page right off rip. Copy. Because he got his goats on there. All right, so this is Josh's link. Let's see if the Google mods do anything about it. That's Gardner Josh's link. Okay, so Harvey, you're saying that I can drop links myself? God, that makes it a lot more harder when us content, we're trying to read chat, we're trying to run our show, and deal with a bunch of stuff. And now we have to find out. You know what? I'm gonna have to create a list of links and drop stuff. And just in case you guys wanted to know, let me pull his link up as well. I'll give you guys this Mike's link as well from Asymmetrical, in case you guys don't have it. But I'll have their links. When I do the interviews, I will have all their links in my whoops, I saw my name pass by. Funky Prepper. I'll check them out, Cherokee. We pardon you. Thanks, Muzzle Flash. I try to be polite. But this is Asymmetrical. That's Mike's link there. If you guys kind of want to check these folks out, if you want to check Josh out, or if you want to check Mike out before they come on the channel and watch some of their content. I'm watching this, Northern Girl. Am I missing something? Right, JM? I'm assuming Josh will truly appreciate that. What's up, Deanna Walters? How you doing? James Southern. Hey, GreyMan, could you email me so I could talk to you about editing videos and other tech? Yeah, James the Southern Prepper. Do you have my email? Matt, I can throw my email in here, James, because it's public. Put my email real quick in here, because the mods aren't be able to post anything right now, so I'm going to have to do everything by hand. But you guys are always very understanding. If I can type correctly. That should be it there. But that's my Gmail right there. If that helps. Where'd you go? James the Southern Prepper. Because I can give you some information. Me and Mark from Rolling Homestead are going to try to do, we just don't know if we should do it on our prepping channels or if we should create a second channel for tech for up and coming YouTube content creators. There's a lot of folks out there, but some people like to stay in the prepping realm of thing. Maybe we'll just come up with a special and do a panel and kind of show you guys some stuff, or like a questionnaire, show you how to do thumbnails, show you how to use what is it called? The word, your hashtags, show you how to use certain video editing software, J hooks, L hooks. There's a lot of stuff when it comes to that. Just texted you, Alaska Forever. Yeah, I can do that, brother. Give me 1 second. You guys talk amongst yourselves real quick. I got to do something really fast. It'll make it easier if I do it this way. And you guys will be happy that I'm doing this. All right, let me get rid of that there. Pull this down. Where am I at? There it is. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Copy. I can't. I'm not even looking at chat. You guys are probably saying all kinds. I feel like a chicken tonight. Chicken. Right? All right, Rudy. I got you, brother. You should be getting it any second. I appreciate that, Appalachian Prepper. Jeff, you might be correct. Just saying. You never know. Like I said, Thursdays are very unpredictable. People will show. Agreed, Appalachian. And I tell folks all the time, when I first did my first ever live, I was so nervous. And then when I did my first interview with Jason over at the Angry Prepper, I was freaking out, man. Like I was probably sweating bullets. But eventually you'll get used to it and you'll get comfortable. Like I've almost been talking for an hour. I guess I'm really good at rambling, but a lot of you folks, you guys help make me feel at ease because we're talking, we're having conversations. It's just really cool. You know what I mean? So, and that's what makes it easier because you folks are great folks. So it makes it a lot easier. It's not like what is it? It's like not a scary situation anymore for me. Cooking on the farm. If you have questions, I probably should do some sort of panel with tech questions, because I have a degree in computer science. That's when I got out of the military. I got a degree in computer science, and I've always been a kind of a tech nerd. And I've gotten really good at what I'm doing. A lot of people say, you make it look pretty clean and professional somewhat. I try to do the best I can with my lighting and screens and stuff like that, but I can help you guys out no matter what. Right, Eric Johnson. I appreciate that, Dina Walters. I like a lot of folks have told me that they like my voice. All right, brother, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come up here. Welcome, my friend. Oh, look at that.
What is happening? Just a second, let me get the volume up on this, man. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I hear you perfect, brother.
Awesome. Well, I just got done doing my chores and letting the dogs out, and I was like, you know what? If GreyMan wants to have some crazy old guy on, then heck, what the hell? You can see there's still snow in Alaska.
Yeah, I'm looking at you and I'm looking this direction and I'm looking at the background. It's daylight there still. It looks beautiful out there.
Oh, 7:30. Yeah, it's almost 7:30. Yeah, it'll be daylight till about 10 o'clock tonight.
That's awesome. Did you see? I tried to get a close up of your coin.
No, yeah, I saw it. I was on when you were showing it.
That is awesome.
I'm gonna have bigger ones made now. So you guys that got the little ones are gonna feel gypped off. So I'm gonna make bigger ones.
I'm gonna have to put my bid in.
How's it going, man? How's everything?
Not bad, brother. Long day at work, but like I said, Thursday nights I like to come home and hang out with the folks, here on YouTube.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Hey, congratulations on the 5,000, man. That is awesome.
I truly, yeah. It was. Go ahead, Rudy. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I said great work, man. I love seeing, good people like yourself progress in the prepper community, because it's very important that we wake people up, continue to wake people up, because I remember saying a while back that things were going to start to get a little bit better, and it's going to seem like things are good.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like the stock market, things are looking good, and then one day it's just going to go straight down. I think that's what's going to happen with whatever's coming. Don't know what it is that may be coming, but whatever it is, whatever next crisis they come up with to get us to submit, it's going to come sooner or later. We just have to be prepared for it.
No, I agree, brother. There's a lot of weird things going on, and you're aware of this, because especially on the financial side of things, and that's why I like to watch some of your content, because it's like some of the things I take for what you say and then do my own research to add to it, and it just makes me more of a knowledgeable person. But it's funny, I do share a lot of your information at my job.
Oh, good, man. Good. Spread that word. Spread the word, man.
And we have a lot of folks that dive into who are into cryptos, who are into the stocks, who are into a bunch of other stuff like that. So we like to kick back and forth. And I kind of tell them like, well, I have a special guy that I use that gives me my information.
Oh, good. Good. Hey, how are cryptos doing? I haven't looked at the crypto market since Tuesday, because I found myself looking at it too much, and I was like, I need a break from this. So I haven't looked at it in like 3 days now. I'm wondering how's the market cap? Just tell me, what's the market cap of the whole market?
How do you do that, brother? I'm looking.
Oh, you don't have coinmarketcap.com? No, that's all good then. I'm just wondering, because I said I wasn't going to look at it, but I didn't say that I wasn't going to ask someone else to look at it for me.
Doge is back down to 0.21 cents.
Who, Doge?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know about Doge. We'll see. I think there's one coin that's pretty much foolproof for the long run, and that's Bitcoin. And then again, I have a few that are my favorites as well that I think will do good in the long run. But I was saying on my live stream yesterday, you were there, I was telling people, listen, if you don't have the stomach to see volatility, don't get into cryptos, because that's exactly what cryptocurrencies are. That market is completely volatile, because it's a new currency, so it's going to be pretty volatile for a while before it settles down.
Yeah, I was just to kind of give you an idea. This is like the stocks themselves. I don't know if it's going to spread.
Wow, I see everything in red.
Yes, exactly. Come on.
Hey, you know what? That's awesome, though. I kind of like that, because you don't lose unless you take your money out.
Right. Yeah. That's,
so yeah, look at that. Well, I might have to. Yeah, I'm going to look at it after the weekend. So I'm going to stick to like what I said and look at it after the weekend. And if it's still down like that, I might just go ahead and get me a little more Cardano while it's cheap.
Bingo.
But yeah, it's a good time to get some of that stuff. But yeah, anyone that's listening to this who's into cryptos, if you don't have the stomach to see the market drop like 20, 30, 40%, then you probably shouldn't be into cryptos, because I've already been through 2 cycles. I've been through 2 macro cycles. And the first one, it was terrible. I thought the world was coming to an end. But then after the second one, I was like, oh, this is normal. And now it's like, it's no big deal. It's just a buying opportunity, because it's as far as a macro cycle goes, meaning long term, it's still in a bull market. It's still in a bull market. So even though with these big dips that we have, if you expand your chart out all the way to 2011, the crypto market is still in a really strong bull market. So not worried about it. It's just a good buying opportunity. But like I said, some people can't handle that, and I understand. I used to be just like that.
Agreed. Dina Walter says, what does he think about penny stocks?
I don't do the stock market. And the reason I don't do the stock market is because, what is that?
I'm going to show you right there.
Is that BTC? What is it at? 49? Oh, hallelujah. That is awesome.
Now's the time to buy.
That is just if it broke 50, it means it's probably going to go down to like 42,000.
Oh,
because that's the next area of support is around 42,000, which is, to me, that's a beautiful thing. To me, that's like silver going down to $10. You know, that's how I look at that. You know, everybody goes and backs up the truck when silver goes down. Seeing that is a great thing. Awesome, man. That's great. But like I was saying, I don't really do the stock market. And the main reason I don't do the stock market is because I have a moral issue with the stock market. The stock market is supported by the Federal Reserve, which means that there's one entity that's deciding who wins and who loses in the stock market. So the Fed prints easy money. The banks lend it out to these big corporations at 1% interest. Whereas if we want to borrow money, we're going to end up paying 5, 6, 7, 8, 10% interest. And then those corporations use that money to buy back their own stocks. So in my opinion, with stocks, the Federal Reserve / the government, they're deciding who wins and loses. So I have a moral issue with buying stocks. However, I'm not against anyone capitalizing off of a stock. If you can capitalize off of it, it means that you're beating the house. So you go for it, you know, go for it. But I really don't know too much about stocks individually because I just don't mess with it at all. When it comes to cryptocurrencies, I find that as a more of a free market investment because no one is making you use that currency. Whereas with stocks, you can only purchase stocks with dollars. And the government / Federal Reserve makes us use dollars. We don't have a choice. If you want to buy something in the United States, you need to use dollars. If you want to buy cryptos, you can use anything you want. You know, you can be in any country and use anything you want. And it's oh my goodness. Well, I thought my dog just jumped off the side. I'm on my back deck over here. So yeah, with cryptos, I find that more of a free market, and the volatility shows that it is, you know, a pretty free market, with the exception of about 50 whales or so that can manipulate the market up or down, but only a certain amount. So I'm not that much of an investor, but the little bit of investing that I do is just on cryptocurrencies because I'm totally against the stock market. However, like I said, I'm not against anyone investing money in something that they can capitalize from and make their lives better. So penny stocks to me would be the equivalent of low market cap cryptocurrencies, meaning your little cryptocurrencies that like Dogecoin. Like Doge used to cost like what, 1/10 of a penny? You know, I bought a few thousand of them a few years back at like 0.002 pennies or something like that, right? So that would be the equivalent to that. There's a low risk factor because if you lose, you don't have a lot to lose, but there's a high profit margin because if you gain, you more likely have a lot to gain. So as long as you researched whatever it is that you're investing in and you feel comfortable with it, and it is an investment, then I would recommend that whatever you put in there, that you are willing to lose 100%. So for example, let's say that tomorrow, all of the cryptos went to zero and they all disappeared. I'll be okay. You know, the money that I have in there, it's not money that I depend on to live. I'll be all right. So if you're in that same position where you're willing to lose everything and it won't hurt your life, then, you know, go for it.
I'm watching some of the folks chat. Somebody had wrote that they were into the where was it at? They were said Appalachian Prepper said, I bought Petro stocks when it went down last year because it made sense, and then it had since went up. I have done pretty good. Know when to hold them and know when to fold them, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have the stomach for that, by all means, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you know what? Most of the little guys, i.e., guys like you and me and the people in this community, we're not in the club. So if you have the stomach for that and the wherewithal to be able to know when to get out, man, that's great. Me, I learned a long time ago that I don't have the stomach to trade. I do have the stomach to pick something that I think has potential and then just leave it alone and don't look at it for years and then come back and revisit it. And if I made profits, I'll pull profits out. But I don't have the stomach to be sitting there every day and trying to trade up or down on anything. So I just don't do it.
This is getting complex because, you know, with the my mod not be able to do much. Man, because I remember when I called you, what they did to your channel, or what they were doing in your chat. And
Yeah.
then I guess it's across the board because they were doing it to Jason's today on his live stream as well. So I think it's across the board. Some people even
They're
told me
probably bored. They're probably bored. They need something to do. It'll come and pass just like it did a few years back. You know, it's one of the things that we have to deal with on this platform. You know, so I guess we have to take the bad with the good. You know.
Agreed. And you said it best, that you some of the things that they do is bad, but it's a blessing to have a platform for us to spread the word.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can, Harvey, I can drop Rudy's link. I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows who Alaska Prepper is. I would hope so. I speak about him a lot because I put you a link to that video that you did. That I was just, man, it was just such a great video that you did about the
what video was that?
With the Cafe Bustelo and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, that's one of those videos where I felt compelled to do it. So yeah, every once in a while I put something like that because you know what, you have to be thankful for all the blessings that you have in life. Life is not just about prepping and prepping and prepping and looking at the bad things. You know, you do have to be thankful. You have to have some kind of balance in life in order to stay sane. And you know, I was thinking that we only live once, right? We can't live our whole lives in fear. You know, fear is okay because it's a good motivator, right? It'll motivate you to get up off your couch and do something. So a little bit of fear is okay. But to live your life in fear constantly and only be worrying, that's bad. You know, so we have to be able to find some balance in life. And I guess, you know, just learn to smell the roses, as they say. You know, it's the little things really that matter. You know, it's like I was thinking, what would I do if I won $1 million right now? What would I do? You know, tomorrow I wake up and I do a video. You know, tomorrow I'd do the same thing I did this morning. I'd go mess around with the dogs. I'd cook dinner. I'd put a steak on the barbecue, whatever. I'd pretty much do the same thing because it's the little things in life that really make life worth living. You know, of course, your family and your friends and community, but you know, those big things that we do, you know, like the major, have you ever noticed like when you go on a really big vacation and you spent a whole bunch of money on a vacation and stuff, a lot of times you come back and you're like, man, I am exhausted. And the reason you're exhausted is because you're mentally drained, you know, and how can you really enjoy something when you're mentally drained the whole time because you're stressed out, because you're away from home, because you have to watch the kids and you have to hold their hands all the time and you have to make sure that nobody grabs them and all these things, right? So I hate going on vacations. I mean, this is my vacation right now. So I'm on vacation for the next however many years it takes before I'm erased from this physical world.
I hear you.
Oh, excuse me.
I was gonna say I'm excited. My puck light should be here Saturday, so I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, I heard you on there. Hey, those little things are awesome. You know, I get a lot of flack from people telling me, why are you always buying stuff from Amazon? Why are you buying stuff from, you know, from China? I'm like, where else am I going to get them? But I ended up getting 3 more sets of those lights. And now with 5 sets of those lights, I have enough lights where I can position them in my entire house. And if we ever lost electricity, I don't have to worry about hooking up my lights because I've got lights for my whole house. Right now I can use my reserve power for things that really matter, like my heater backup, my water pump, you know, things like that really matter, that really need to stay on. I don't have to worry about lights. So I think those are awesome. Really good investment for, what was it, 15, 16 bucks a piece? Something like that, $15 or $16 for those. Did the ones that you get come with the little remote?
I get 2 remotes.
Yeah, 2 remotes.
And a set of batteries for all of them. It came with the batteries as well.
Oh, that's a better deal than I got then.
There's
yeah, that's great.
17 and change for them.
Oh, no, yeah, that's a great deal. And you know that it comes with 2 remotes because you can split those up. So if it came 6 to a box, you can take 3 and put them in one room, take 3 and put them in another room, and you can use the remotes independently on those lights.
Well, that's what I tell. I'm going to give one of my wife and one of me. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put lights at all the doorways, entry and exit points. And the reason I decided to do this, and after I saw your video, it made sense to me is, let's say, like my solar Jenny, right? And it has a string of lights that I have 3 lights on. I think it's 3 lights. I don't have to use that. Like you said, I can use that to power things that are more important, and just have these pop these lights on, and we're good to go. You know?
Yeah, I just think they're super convenient. Like I leave one of the remotes, I leave them right on my nightstand. So if I get up and the lights aren't on because the power went out, I've got lights right there at my fingertips.
City Girl Country Heart, are you asking about the lights? And Bushcraft Family says, Rudy, is that the tent where Victor sleeps? He must be talking about that.
That's the doghouse. That's where I sleep whenever things don't go right inside the house.
Where do you buy the? Okay, give me a second. I think I can pull them off Rudy's thing here real quick.
Actually, what you're pulling, that tent that you see behind me right there, that's my fuel tent. That's where I keep all of my different types of fuels. So in there, I keep my backup gasoline. I keep about 10 gallons of SHTF heating fuel in case the worst of the worst happens and all of my heating fuel runs out. And I keep my propane tanks along with my butane tanks for my small stoves and things like that. I am planning on moving that fuel to a different part of the property and building a small structure there, because it already has a waterproof floor on it, so I can it's already ready to build a structure on it. So that's probably what I'm going to do.
All right, let's see if this works. There it is. Let me shorten this up. All right, I'll copy and paste the link into the chat, folks. I'll put lights and just put the link behind that.
Hey, there's Prepper Nerd. What's up, Prepper Nerd? Who else is in here? Jeep Girl?
Hey, can you see the chat from your side of things?
Well, I have a tablet up here. That's why you see me looking down.
Oh, that's smart. Are you still getting used to the StreamYard thing? Are you willing to take that gamble?
I'm an old soul, man. It really takes a lot for me to switch over to something new. So I did that StreamYard one time. I kind of know how to do it now, so I just have to practice with it. And then when I'm more confident with messing with it, I'll start using it on a permanent basis, because now that I used it that one time, I think it's actually better than streaming off of my phone. I think I get a better connection to my computer than I do to my phone with the Wi-Fi. And I think it's actually better. So I just have to convert over to it. So it might take me a little time, but eventually I'll streamline it into how I do things.
Not a problem, Appalachian Prepper. Yeah, they work great. Rudy did a review on them if you want to see how he do it. Some of them differ in the look, but they're very similar. Just look at the reviews. That's what I did, as I dug into the reviews after using Rudy's link and kind of seeing what they had, and then look for ones with batteries, just because I have a stockpile of batteries. But I figured if I could get the price point, the batteries, I was like, I couldn't beat it. So I ordered a couple pairs of them after reading.
Well, another thing that I really like about those is that if something happens to your remote, you can still use them. You can still turn them on just by clicking them.
Yeah,
so I was like, wow, that's pretty cool too, you know?
Everybody's talking about your beard, and probably my beard is too. Like we're gray old men, man.
Yep. When I started YouTube, my beard wasn't this gray.
That's awesome. A lot of folks are saying hi, Rudy.
Deanna, hello, everyone.
Julie Cleary, Jeff Riffle, however you say your name, Jeff.
Oh, let's see there. Harvey is asking about the northern lights up here. Well, you know, Harvey, right now we're getting sunlight for a pretty good amount of the day, and by the time that the sun is down, I'm already sleeping. So I'm haven't really seen many northern lights as of the last couple of months or so. However, during the middle of winter, we see them on a pretty regular basis, and sometimes they're pretty awesome. I mean, there's a pretty awesome display every once in a while. Yeah, it's not old. City Girl is wise. Well, I think my wife would probably disagree with that.
Oh, man. But I guess he was talking. Do you guys is there a CME coming your way in the next few days that's coming this way?
I have no idea. If there is, please let me know.
Well, that's what Harvey in his chat, if I can go back there, he said something. What did he say? And Harvey, you can reiterate this. He said, how are the northern lights up there? I hear a wicked display is coming when a CME hits in a few days.
Oh, I'll have to be on the lookout. I'll have to go over to Oppenheimer Ranch Project. He usually covers that pretty good whenever we got CMEs coming our way.
I'll have to look into that one too, because I've been watching, I think it's Adapt 2030.
Adapt 2030 and Ice Age Farmer.
Ice Age Farmer, yes, those
Yeah,
folks.
Oppenheimer Ranch Project, really smart guy. A lot of people think he's a little too frisky, you know, but you know, he goes off every once in a while, but that's, you know, which is fine with me. I don't mind at all, but some people think he's a little too frisky, you know, on how he talks and stuff. However, I do believe that the information he puts out is very good information. So I would recommend that people go check that channel out. His name is, he goes by Diamond.
Kind of cool. I'm trying to see if I can find anything on it, but I don't. I'm trying to type fast as I can, but I don't see anything past an NOA Thursday. Blah blah. Large explosions, plasma. Yeah, it's too much to read in a live stream to try to figure out when it's coming and all that stuff like that. I see some dates in there. It says February, and that's all past. So I'm not going to mess with it too much. I'm not a CME expert.
So, GreyMan, have you all been hearing that something big is supposed to happen the end of this month?
In regards,
I've been on some channels and I heard like something big or something is supposed to happen at the end of this month, but I haven't really been able to pinpoint anyone saying what it is. I'm just wondering if you guys have been hearing any of that. No.
Now I know. I think Pinball did a thing called on Deagle, which I was talking about earlier in the chat.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I talked about that a long time. You know, that's kind of scary. You know.
Yeah.
Because Deagle's never really been wrong. You know, every projection that they've made in the past have been pretty darn accurate. It's like I was looking at Deagle here about, I don't know, 4 years ago or something like that, and back when our national debt was only like 17 trillion or something like that, and I believe it was Deagle, and I was looking at it, and they were projecting that the national debt be 28 trillion by 2020. Or no, by 2021, by this year. And at that time I was like, yeah, right. There's no way. There's no way that we're gonna get $28 trillion of debt in the next 5 years. And look at here where we're at. I'm like, oh my goodness, man, they were right on the mark. And now they're projecting that by 2030, the national debt is going to be about 49 trillion. So, you know, it just lets you know. I mean, well, I believe it. I believe that it will be 49, 50 trillion by 2030 because the way that a fiat currency works is, or a debt-based monetary system, the way that it works is that you have to print more and more every time. So every year we have to print more money than we did the year before. If not, the system fails. You know, and what have we been doing? I mean, just last year alone, we went from having about a $4 trillion money base or base money to having $18 trillion this year. So we've increased our monetary base by $14 trillion in 1 year. That's about 78%. And next year, and I also predicted that by the end of this year that we would have about a $7 trillion deficit instead of a $3 trillion deficit, and we're already at 4. So $3 more trillion added to our deficit by the end of this year, and we'll already be there. And I think we're going to be there very easily. We probably will surpass that. So yeah, I mean, it's only smart that people prepare. I mean, I don't know what people think that don't agree with living a preparedness lifestyle, meaning just being prepped. You know, I'm not talking about by having a preparedness lifestyle. I don't mean going to the bush every weekend. You know, I don't mean joining a civilian military group. I just mean having some darn extra food, having a few cans of gas, a generator, you know, maybe knowing how to use a knife and tie a knot or two, you know, just basic things like that can help you make it through a short-term crisis. Because, you know, most crises are short-term. Most of them are. You know, eventually we'll have a long-term crisis, but if you're prepared for a short-term crisis, then you already know what to do. And all you have to do is expand on your preps. So So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens, because I think that it doesn't matter how many crises we go through in this nation and probably throughout the world, people will still refuse to get prepared for the most part. They will instead rely on the government and their community around them to take care of them. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
What's up, Brian Barbie? He said, "What's up, Rudy?"
Hey, how's it going?
So we're talking about Deagle. There's a lot of people asking who we're talking about. We're talking about a website, Deagle.com, DEAGLE.com. Rudy's done a video about it. I've done a video about it. I think Pinball's done a video about it. It'll scare you. It's a rabbit hole. Just so you know, if you dig into it, it'll give you some perspective on what we might be facing here the next 4 years now.
Yeah, 4 years till 2025.
So
very interesting. We'll see what happens. Hey, so have you seen what's going on in California with their drought?
Yes, they're how do they? So are they trading water? Is that what they're doing?
Well, I mean, they started doing that years ago, trading water on the NASDAQ.
Really?
They're actually treating water as a commodity, and they're trading it. And ever since they started going into a drought here last year, the price of water being traded in California went from, I think it was $486 for, oh goodness, I forgot how they measure it. But it went from 486 to almost double now. So that tells me two things: that they're still running out of water, it hasn't got any better, and that people are going to be paying a lot of money for water in California, and that we are going to be paying a lot more money for the food that we buy that comes from California. Because if California maintains the status that it's maintained in the last couple of years of still having a drought, they've had a really bad drought for the last 2 years. And they're still having them. Now the governor over there is instituting state of emergencies for different counties that are bad. Whereas I believe that the entire state should be in a state of emergency as far as drought goes, because the entire state has been in a state of drought for a while, for more than 2 years now. And I was thinking, I put up a video, I think it was early this morning on it. And I'm saying, this is going to affect everyone in the US. A lot of people don't understand how much of our food comes from California. So it's not going to be good for our pockets. And eventually, if it gets bad enough, it's going to become a scarcity thing where there's just not going to be enough food coming from California to satisfy all of the people that are used to, relying on that food that comes from California. So, I mean, all in all, it just means that any foods coming out of California in the next several years, if this drought continues, is going to be very, very expensive. And the average person will not be able to afford to buy that food. Because right now they're comparing it to the Dust Bowl as far as how dry it is over there. And we all know how bad the Dust Bowl was. That kind of like reshaped our nation in a way, the Dust Bowl, because it moved so many people out of that area.
Right. Yeah, it says JM at the Nut House says Southern California sent out notices of planned outages. Shorty also said, I'm in California. The water restrictions are getting tighter for sure.
Yeah.
And Bushcrafts, some farmers will have to cut 50% of their water usage.
And not only that, not only are farmers going to suffer, but think about how much beef and lamb and milk and all that kind of stuff come from California. Farmers are having to call their herds because they don't have enough water to water their stock, and they don't have enough water to grow grains to feed their stock. So now they're having to cut back on their beef production. And I do believe they also raise lamb in California. And of course, they produce an awful lot of milk in California as well. So all of that stuff, people don't understand the cascading effects that one thing can have on so many things. Here we have a water shortage. Now, what's that going to do? Of course, it's going to affect your standard of living in California, because you're going to have to pay more for water. You're going to have to use less water, right? Now it's going to affect the amount of foods that the farmers can raise or can grow. So it's going to affect the price of food. People are going to be paying more for this for food because there's less food to be had. And it's also going to affect the milk coming out of there, and it's going to affect the meat that comes out of there. And California is like one of the biggest rice producers in our country, if not the biggest rice producing state. So get your rice now, ladies and gentlemen, while you can, and it's still somewhat cheap.
Patricia, I understand what you're saying. She says they could set up a desalination of the ocean to remedy that problem, but that it costs a lot of money. Desalination is not as easy as folks think, and the amount of money that you have to pour into that is very costly.
I mean, you know what, Gray? Here's AP getting a little bit conspiratorial. All right, it does cost a lot of money to desalinate water. Okay, but California spends a lot of money on social programs. What's more important, to hand out free needles or to desalinate water and give water to your people? So maybe there's some kind of agenda behind all that stuff.
That's true. I never thought about it that way.
Take all of the money that California spends on social, programs, and I'm pretty sure that you'd have enough to build some good-sized desalination plants.
I had a guest on a couple Tuesdays ago, and she's in, I think, the Sacramento area or something right there. And she was telling me the homelessness and stuff like that is getting extremely bad out there. Extremely bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing over there. Hey, look, just for anyone that's listening, I'm not a California hater. Victor was born in California. All right. So I lived in California for a few years in my early days, and I loved it there. But the policies that they're passing seems to be more against the people that are from there, more against them and hurting them in the long run. I mean, the taxes in California are crazy. What I did a video, was that today the video that I did? I don't even remember anymore, man. I'm senile. But I did some kind of a video that said the Californication of America.
I think that one was today, because you did you dropped 3 videos today, I think. Yeah,
the Californication of America. And what I meant by that is that the entire United States is going to higher taxes, higher cost of housing, right, and more social programs. So it's almost like, if you take a look at California, where it started from back in the 50s to where it was an awesome place to live, to the policies that have been enacted in that state over the last several decades to how it is now, is almost how I see the United States of America going forward in the next, decade to 2 decades, if these policies continue to be enacted nationwide and not only state by state.
Just trying to catch up on chat real quick. There's a lot of good people there. Patricia said, I didn't know that. I've this is, you guys are going to laugh, but I've never been on a cruise ship.
Me neither.
I don't know. Patricia says they have cruise ships that they have desalination plants on cruise ships.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty intriguing. Hey, what's up, Ghost?
They also have them on Navy ships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how they get their drinking water.
So
yeah, my wife went on a cruise here. I don't know, about a year and a half ago. She went with Victor and with her sisters. Excuse me. And she asked me, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, "Heck no, I ain't getting on no damn boat." I'm like, "I'm gonna get on a boat in the middle of the ocean so I can drink cheap cocktails and get food sickness." I'm like, "No, I'll stay here with the dogs." And my daughter didn't go. And when she came back, all she did was say, "I'm never going on a cruise again. It was terrible." I was like, I already told you that. I said, "I told you that before you left." And she's like, "Well, at least I already went and I got it out of my system." I'm like, "Fine, that's good." But yeah, I'm not for any of that. I'm sure you've heard me say it, Gray, but I am a very boring person. And when I say that, I'm not kidding. I just like to be, I don't like any excitement, man. You were in the Army, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever deploy?
No, everybody, that's a common question I get asked a lot. No, I wasn't. I did 4 years.
Well, no, good for you. Yeah. Good for you. There's no, hey, don't ever think that's a bad thing. Good for you, But I've had all the excitement I need. I don't need any more excitement, This right here, what you see behind me, that's exciting enough, which is pretty much nothing. Just water dripping off my roof is pretty exciting to me. That's one of the most exciting parts of the year for me. Is when I hear water starting to drip off the roof after winter, because I know that spring is in the air. So, but yeah, man.
It's just funny that you say that, Rudy, because we have a lot more in common than you would think, because I'm the same way. My wife wants to do certain things, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be around all those people in the middle of the ocean. You know?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't handle that. Yeah, I couldn't handle that.
It's just too much. She's pondered, because trust me, we've thought about different places to move, and she's like, well, what do you think about Alaska? And I said, yeah, it sounds great, but hey,
if you come up here, make sure that you send the box.
The aguacate. I got you.
No, not the aguacate. Make sure that you send the Chinese box over here so I can go get the pig.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'll have the hole ready and everything, man.
But I don't know, man, because it's just beautiful country out in Alaska. You know, we see a lot of the stuff on TV, the Alaskan frontier shows on Discovery, and it's beautiful out there. But no, maybe you can tell me, Rudy. Because someone told me a while back that Alaska has the highest rate for suicide.
I don't know. I've never really checked into that. Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. I know that Fairbanks, Alaska is the per capita, the mostly armed city in the entire United States. Per capita, Fairbanks, Alaska has more firearms than any other city in the United States.
That's intriguing. So
that could have something to do with it having the highest suicide rate. I don't know though. I honestly don't. But to tell you the truth, I don't know anyone that knows anyone in this area that has ever taken their own life. So I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I read it, or someone had spoken about it, and they said that the reason why is because some people, I guess, they get lonely. There's some people that are really nomadic out there, and
it could be, and then it's really easy also because Alaska only has 700,000+ people. So it's easier to go ahead and have a higher number per capita than maybe other places. I know how they figure that out, but it could be. But to tell you the truth, like I said, I don't know anyone that knows anyone that has taken their life in this area, at least where I live. So I mean, I really don't know why. Maybe it has something to do with the sun. Because, to tell you the truth, I don't, even in the middle of winter, well, then again, I guess it depends on your disposition. I'm a pretty happy person by nature,
Right.
So I guess it depends on how you see life. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much validity there is to that. I'm sure it probably has a lot of validity just to do with the sun, because the sun does have a lot to do with your mood and how you feel. They sell something here in Alaska, and they're called happy lights. And they're lights that mimic the sunlight that you're supposed to plug in during the winter in your house during the day. That way you can feel like you're getting sunlight.
I was trying to see if I could pull anything up really quick, but it's not. It's giving me a bunch of other stuff like that. It won't do it by because then you're looking at the CDC, and we know the CDC fudges numbers, so it's hard to tell what's real, what's not real with some of this information. But yeah, now I was just curious, and yeah, I've heard of the happy lights. I think they use places, even like places like Washington State and stuff like that, where it's cloudy, happy lights and whatnot. New York is number 50. Also, evidently some people have some information. Yeah, Deanna, vitamin D is key, and the best source of vitamin D is the sunlight.
Yep.
Yeah, muzzle flash. I agree. I agree. And there's a lot of that going to be happening in the next few years in regards to these health crisis numbers, in regards to suicide numbers and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot of misinformation out there. And yes, shift engineering, you are correct. It is D3, and that's the sun. There are variations of vitamin D, but D3 is what kind of the sun gives.
D3 is what we take here.
Yeah, and I stockpile the stuff.
Yeah, I got a lot of that stuff. Hey, GreyMan, now that I have you on here, I know you're not a medical professional, but I'm going to ask you a question anyways when it comes to vitamin D3. So can you take too much of it?
Technically, yes. Okay.
So what's about 10,000 micro units?
That's what I take currently.
That's what. Okay, great, excellent, excellent. Because
yeah,
I believe that the pills that I get or the little capsules that I get, I think they're like 2,000 micro units each. So I usually take 5 of them. So I mean, I'm still here, so it hasn't really affected me in a negative way. I was just wondering if that's a good amount to take or a good dosage to take.
Yeah, I know there's I had a documents here because someone had I did a thing on vitamin D a while back, and yes, there's a suggested amount. Like I said, too much of anything. You know what I mean? Too much water and be overhydrated. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of times when I'm talking to folks on when I do like my stuff on medical stuff, I tell them, just because I'm saying it on YouTube doesn't mean it's gospel. Do your research, look into it. So it's just smart. You know, we are a vessel, you know, producing content and trying to give you the best information, or at least giving you a point to, like a seed. We're seeding this information to you, and then you, of course, it grows, and then you guys can do more research.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good analogy or whatnot. But and that's how I look at YouTube. And if you do get vitamin D, you make sure you store it in a cool, dry place, because they're usually in those nice little soft gels, and you don't want them to get all together and turn it all together.
Oh, don't worry, man. My house stays cool all year round. Even in the summer, my house. You'll probably see me wearing this in the summer too. This thing I have on, because even in the summer, the house inside is like 65, 67 degrees inside.
See,
but then again here, our like last year, I hate calling it summer. Maybe our non-winter months. Our non-winter months last year averaged like 60, 67 degrees or something like that. That's what the average temperature was across all of our non-winter months. So we had a pretty chilly summer or non-winter months last year. I'm kind of worried this year because, I mean, it's what, late April? It's getting into the last week of April, and we usually by this time of the year, all of the snow is gone. But then I'm starting to think now, man, what about my potatoes? By the time that I can plant my potatoes and my stuff, it's going to be way too late. So I'm hoping that I can at least get my potatoes and whatever little things I'm going to plant in my garden this year by June. That way by September, mid-September, you know, when it starts getting close to freezing, I could hopefully harvest all that stuff. There's going to be a really short planting season this year, really short. And I'm hoping to have a greenhouse this year, but I'm going to build it this year, so I probably won't be able to get the use out of it right away, you know, as much as I would like to. But starting next year, I will. But yeah, it's going to be a really short planting season this year. And I think that's going to be a trend that continues. I don't think it'll just be Alaska. I think that a lot of states in the lower 48 are going to have shorter planting seasons this year. So we'll have to see, though. I mean, it's already almost May, and you've heard from all the freezing weather that we've had, all of the trouble that they're having. I heard that they're getting another cold front down there, like the the Midwest, excuse me. That they're getting another cold front or something like that going through tomorrow. I think Friday, going through Friday.
Yeah, they're expecting some tornadoes and some heavy winds and whatnot coming through those areas.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be bringing below freezing weather. So I really hope that whoever, you know, has any crops that have already been planted, that they protect them, because, you know, it's going to be tough if our farmers get hit again this year, like they got hit last year. So I do believe that this year we started the year with a deficit in our carryover, meaning that we don't really have a year's worth that we carried over. So if we have a crop failure this year, we're going to be in a real deficit next year going over to next year. We may not even have a carryover, which would be really bad, you know. But we'll see what happens with that. Yeah. All right, man. Hey, man, I'm going to let you go, brother. I'm going to go inside. It's starting to get a little chilly. My ears are starting to get cold now.
Well, I appreciate you jumping on. I'm not going to run too much longer anyway.
Oh, man, yeah, had a lot of fun. I just jump on and say hi and say hi to everyone in the chat. So And then again, my wife and my daughter aren't here, so I'm here with the dogs and the cat, and they're driving me crazy.
That's right. They're in Michigan or something, right?
Listen, everywhere I go in the house, the dogs and the cat are right behind me. If I go to the bathroom, they're right behind me. If I get up from the couch to go to the kitchen, they get up and they walk right behind me. I'm like, man, leave me alone. Like, give me a break. They're like little 2-year-olds. They follow me everywhere I go. But it's so good. Man. It's so
that
good.
Is great. I'm gonna have to change my title to my Late Night with Grey. Surprise attack by Rudy from Alaska Preppers.
There you go. There you go. But all right, man. Hey, man. Hey, I'll talk to you later, brother. Have a great night, man.
You too, brother. Always good seeing you, man.
Hey, and just send me a bill, and you'll have a check in the mail the next day.
I got you, brother. I'm not stressing it just yet. I'll find out what you. I'm trying to figure out how big of a box to send and how many.
Oh, you can make it as best you want. All right.
All right, man. We'll do, man.
All right, but hey, take care, man. God bless. Have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Rudy. Well, that was a surprise, everybody, wasn't it? That was pretty cool. I missed so much chat. So I do apologize, folks. But that was unexpected. Rudy dropping in there. And Apple, let me see. I was talking to Appalachian. Good to see you. The app is for my Android. Independent Marine said I need it, but I can't find it. I would have to try to find out what Independent Marine, the app he was talking about. If anybody can clue me into that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Folks, on Thursday nights, you don't ever know who's going to stop by. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we have surprise guests. Sometimes we have pop-up giveaways. We do all kinds of things on Thursday night. So for you folks that are up late, some on the West Coast, or it's early over there. For me, it's extremely late. Not extremely, but it's late enough. It's a little after midnight now. But you never know what's going to happen on a Thursday night. So that's why I would tell folks it's always intriguing to swing by a GreyMan and see what's going on Thursday nights. You just never know. It could be me just jabbering on for about an hour or so talking about whatever. But yeah, no, it was kind of nice of Rudy to hop on. It was very unexpected surprise. And he is a great, and you guys know Rudy. He's a great channel, great information, very wonderful asset to this community. But Appalachian, yes, that was nice. I'm not sure, Appalachian Prepper, what it is. What is good? Oh, okay. Because GTSY, I don't know if I did that wrong, but GTSY is just good to see you. It's not an app. If that's what we're talking about. Appalachian Prepper, what is GTSY? Because GTSY is good to see you. App, I don't know what that is. I thought good to see you. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty funny. GreyMan don't know Thursday night. I know, right, Stuart? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know much, man. I don't know much. I know one thing. You guys are awesome. That I do know. You guys are great folks, man. Truly appreciate when you guys are in here, man. You guys are just so much fun to read. You know, funny enough, I watch these replays sometimes on my downtime to see if I missed anything and stuff like that. Because I hate sometimes when I miss information, because running multiple screens and doing all this stuff, it can get crazy sometimes. But I don't know if I showed you guys. So you guys might get a kick out of this. It's kind of funny before we wrap this up for the evening. Is so this is my, remember, you know, I can't take my big camera out, man. I'm trying to do more content outside. So I've gotten this little rig here, but it does really good work. This is my little rig that I'm going to start taking out on the trails with me. And surprisingly, it does good job. This is, I know it sounds weird, but this is, they call it dead cat. It's to protect from the wind, but there's a microphone under here that kind of goes into this camera. But it's very small and it's easy to throw in my get home bag. You can extend it out. Has this little tripod thing. And it does 4K resolution and a bunch of things. Maybe I'll go over this one day, but I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time with some camera gear. But I've discussed it before, but I got the whole setup now for the audio and the video and whatnot, you know what I mean? But I invested some money to get more better footage and trying to get, I'm just trying to work on my game, my production game for you guys. I like to drop prepping tips and chats. No, I agree, Shift and Journey. That's always a pleasure. Appellation. Yeah, that's probably what he was saying. That he was saying. It looked like a dead cat. Yes, Bonnie, it is. That's what they call it. They call this part that goes over this microphone a dead cat. I don't know if I can pull this off here or not, but because the microphone, this is the microphone here, but this prevents the wind from making all that wind noise. So they put this on. They call it a dead cat. But I'm shocked. I did a test video with this and I was impressed, truly impressed by it. Looked like a little fluffy wind muffle. Yeah, that's what it is, muzzle flash. But I'm tired of you trying to use my phone and the audio. That just works better. And is Monty still here? Let me see if Monty's still in chat. Yeah, Monty's still in here. Monty, I should, by the end of this month, probably here in May, I'm going to place that order for that drone for the channel. And like I said, with the drone, I'm going to use it for footage for the channel to produce better content for you folks. But I'm also going to do a review on the drone itself, using it from a prepper standpoint for, surveillance and just there's a lot of things you can do with it. I've even learned some of the fishermen, they use drones to go out over the water where they're fishing so they can see down below and see the fish running and stuff like that. Prepper Nerd, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, man. And I don't know if you know, Prepper Nerd, I do have a super chat of the month giveaway going on. Something that I'm going to do all the time. Stuart, the Google mods just hit you, brother. I just saw this. This Google moderator team deleted that message, whatever that was. But thanks again, Prepper Nerd. I truly appreciate that. But I don't know if you've been knowing, but I got this every month. I'm going to do a super chat giveaway. It's a long story short, but people who super chat, I'm going to put them in this drawing at the end of every month and do something to give back to those folks that like to super chat. But I truly appreciate that, Prepper Nerd. Ghost Prepper, what is up? That's an awesome way to use a drone. Agreed, Ghost Prepper. Like I said, there's so many uses for it. Like I said, for the fish, because I watch these guys, they go over the ocean or the rivers or whatnot, and they look down in this water and it shows the fish and they're like, okay, well, that's where I'm going to toss the bait at, or that's where we're going to move the boat to. So I thought it was very intriguing in regards to it. Bruce, I'll answer your question in one second. And then also, I want to use it to show how high and how quiet it is and how you can see folks, roads, highways, congestions, and you can just use it for a lot more stuff than just for content for YouTube. Bruce, you may not be happy. It's a newer Jeep that I got, brother. It's a 2019 blacked out Jeep. It looks like some sort of what is it called? Like a presidential Jeep, because it's black rims, black windows, black everything. Everything is black. Interior is black. Outside is black. It's just something I wanted for a while, and my wife just looked out for me. Monty, thanks so much, brother. And yes, Monty, I'm going to get her done. We're probably, I know, Monty, you don't want me to, but we might call it the USS Monty just for fun, man. And if it crashes, it crashes, man. But yeah, no, I thought it was very intriguing, Ghost. And I was watching your video, Ghost, the other was it yesterday? Because I know you did some potato, you did some of your bucket things today, or was it yesterday? But I watched your video called Bullcrap. I'm trying to be friendly on the channel, I guess. And that was intriguing because I was trying to see if that would happen to me, if I could see the channel that you're talking about. But there is a lot of weird stuff going on YouTube, man. I agree with you, Ghost. James, the Southern Prepper, thank you so much, brother. And yeah, man, hit me up, brother. We'll get something squared away. I'll help you out the best I can and give you the best information. Because I know Cat Lady, there's been several people that reach out in regards to tech questions. And also, I think Gardner Josh was asking me about the software that I use. I'm here for you guys. If you guys have questions, anything that I can do to help you folks, I will. You know what I mean? So I'll do the best I can. Anything, like I said, prepping questions or technical questions, anything that I can do to help you guys out. Gardner Josh, thanks so much for the super chat, brother. Yeah, I agree, Muzzle Flash. They're very generous folks. And Gary Bulldog Prepper, thanks so much for the super chat. You were awesome, brother. Thanks so much. And like I said, everything you guys do is great. Just being here with me tonight, spending some of your time this evening with me is truly appreciated. You know what I mean? So it's just very appreciative. And like I said, folks, please don't, like I said, I'm trying to give away those 2 UV5Rs. Maybe some folks have them and they're interested in the giveaway. But if you are and you need some communication devices, Amendment 1 preparedness, sent those to me to give away for the 5K giveaway, which is a video that I posted. And like I said, you folks that have been super chat, and I'm going to be putting all your names in a bag, we'll do a live drawing May 6th, which I think is a Thursday, if I'm correct. Nomad Prepper, OBS Studios is a good for app for Jeep Girl. OBS is okay, but it is more of a learning curve for some folks. StreamYard. So the difference between OBS and StreamYard is a cloud-based system. So you can be on your phone, you can be on your computer, you can have a really crap computer, but since StreamYard is based on your internet, if you have good internet, StreamYard works well. You don't need any software to use StreamYard. Now, I'm willing to teach people StreamYard as well because I've gotten pretty in-depth with StreamYard. I watch a lot of content from these folks, so much that they've given me a mug and invited me to some other stuff. So I'm getting better at teaching folks StreamYard. Even folks, let's say like Rudy, he's asked me about StreamYard and how it works and best ways to utilize it, because it can be a tool that you can utilize. Now, I know there's other things like Mark and Melon, which is another similar app to StreamYard. But like I said, whatever is comfortable for you folks, you guys just let me know what I can do. She wants to edit, GreyMan. Oh, so Nomad, she wants to edit stuff. To be honest, Filmora is pretty good. There's some good stuff when it comes to apps. It depends on the type of things. And actually, I sent you an email in the box. Thanks, Bushcraft. Bushcraft family is also, maybe I should get with you, Bushcraft, because he's also good with the tech stuff. I actually watched a video of his when I first started my YouTube video about him talking about how to do stuff on YouTube. So Bushcraft family also has some good information in regards to YouTube and editing and photo software and stuff like that too. So just wanted to throw that out there because I remember seeing a video. I think you did a video today or yesterday, and you had touched on that when you were doing your mail call. A $2 emergency blanket can block an IR camera from picking up a heat signal. That's pretty cool. And I think I've done some research on that, and I think I can verify that. Good night, Patricia. Thanks for stopping by. We're not going to be here too much longer. I've been chatting up for a while. It's getting late. I got to do another 13 and a half hours tomorrow. And you folks know I will be off. I take Fridays and Saturdays off. I may drop I've been thinking about doing something every once in a while called Scenic Saturdays, but it's just me. It's just me out in nature. Every once in a while, I'll stop on the side of the road or hit a trail and just record myself out in the Florida wilderness. Some folks like to watch that, some don't. So I might throw that out there and maybe drop that on a Saturday or something. I don't know. Some people may watch it. I don't know, but we'll see. It's just something else I'm thinking about doing because I do YouTube Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then I take Fridays and Saturdays off because I like to spend some time with the family and the wife in between doing stuff, and it gives me a chance to recoup and do some research on material coming up for Sunday, the Sunday Shift Report, which is more of the political stuff or what's in the media and current events, and then Monday is, of course, Medical Monday and stuff like that. Now, again, I just want to touch on it before I do leave because I have three folks lined up for the next 3 Tuesdays, and I have someone else in work in process as well, which we may do a special live with this person, or we might put it off to after this. But like I said, next Tuesday at 9 p.m., I have Mike from Asymmetrical Preparedness. Then I have Prepper Nurse 1 the following Tuesday. And then after Ed, I have Gardner Josh as well. So I have Mike from Asymmetrical, Prepper Nurse 1, and Gardner Josh. Those are 3 folks that I'll be interviewing over the next 3 Tuesdays. So first is Mike, then the week after that is Tuesday, or the week after that is Ed, and then after that is Josh. Just so you guys have an idea of what's going on. It's already locked in. Everything is locked in, written on the calendar. And like I said, I'll remind you guys in case anything changes or whatnot, but everything should be on point. If you show alligators and anacondas, I will watch. Right, Bruce? I did it. I love it. Some people love the alligator video that I did, and some people were very nervous, I guess, for me. But like I said, I'm really good with that. I would like to do to go further south in Florida, Bruce, and get some of those big bad boy snakes on there like they do on the Discovery Channel. Stuart W. Yeah, GreyMan got guests. It's crazy, Stuart. 3 months ago, I didn't know who to have as a guest, and now I'm getting to the point where I'm almost booked up for a month. And I got someone huge, someone really huge. I got actually 2 people that are really huge in the works, and we're in talks right now. So look forward to that as well. These will be guests that you guys will like. But like I said, it doesn't have to be channels that have huge amounts of numbers. I also look for small channels because everybody has great content out there. Everybody provides value to this community. Good night, Gray Man. Good night, Sherry. Wait, I come after. How can I? No, Josh, you have to worry about that, brother. I mean, look good. Let me see. I did angry. Let me see. I did angry. And then I did, who was that? No, I did Dez, Mother Prepper. Then I did Angry recently. Then I did Rogue, Morgan. Man, I'm starting to get confused. And then, like I said, then I got Mike, Ed, and then Josh. Well, Josh, the person coming after you might be he's a monster channel. And what I mean by monster is an extremely large channel. So you're good, brother. The thing is what you provide to the community, your skill sets and what you do on your farm. I find quite intriguing, man. So don't worry about that, brother. Harvey Black says no pressure. James, good night and God bless yourself, brother. Thank you so much. Agreed, Stuart. That's you're right on the money. The guests have rocked no matter how big or not. That's what it is. It doesn't have to be big. I don't really look for the size of their subscriber count. I look for the quality of their content and what they bring to the table. And I've been bringing folks from all walks of life, from all parts of the country, U.S. and Canada and outside of the U.S. as well. I'm looking for folks out all over the place. I've talked to a few people in Ireland. I'd like to run into some people in the UK. And if you guys know folks that you can refer to me, you can always drop in an email. I can try to reach out to some of them. Some will answer back. I've tried to reach out to Bear. I've tried to reach out to Travis. Travis said he received my email over at the Prepared Homestead. There's a bunch of people I've reached out to, but I don't know. I think I've reached out to Magic Prepper and some of the other folks. But like I said, some of the bigger channels are very hard to get a hold of. So we'll see what happens. Good night, Appalachian Pressure. The Appalachian Prepper. Yeah, it's time for me to go to bed too. It's quality, not quantity, man. Agreed. Moonphase, that is absolutely right. Like I said, yeah, it's just like I said, and this is why I watch folks' content. You know what I mean? Certain channels like Mother Prepper, she only has 2 videos, but she had great YouTube or great Instagram content, and I felt that she would just make a great guest to have on the show. Right, Jeff? You're outside the U.S. All right. Florida, who knows, man? Florida might be its own country one day, Jeff. The way things are going in this place. Right, Josh? I don't know if the way I'm reading that, Josh, it's pretty hilarious, man. Pretty hilarious. But anyways, folks, I just want to say thanks so much for everybody. Like I said, if you want to, you can participate in the giveaway that I posted the other day on Wednesday. Thanks for everybody in chat. Thanks for the moderators. I know we're being messed over by Google mods or whatever. They're messing with us right now. So thanks for what you guys do. I truly appreciate that. I want to say thank you to everybody in chat. Thank you for everybody participating. Also, hopefully Prep For It and Reese's, they'll reach out to me so I can get their knives ordered for the giveaway that they won. I think that's about it. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it, man. So thanks for everybody being here tonight. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys and seeing you guys in chat. I'll be back on with the premiere on Sunday with the Sunday Shift Report, which some of you guys are familiar with. That's when I get more current event and political stuff, and we dive into some of that stuff and so on and forth. But Harvey's post my schedule plenty of times. I probably need to post my schedule on my community page, but I will one of these days when I get so busy with stuff sometimes. But again, thanks everybody. God bless. I hope everybody has a good night. I'll see you guys on the rebound, and I will see you again Sunday night. So everybody enjoy their weekend. All right. Thanks so much. Good night.